What's going on, Washington football team fans? It's your boy back with another video. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that share button. Definitely more Washington content is on the way. And, with the draft looming, less than 30 days away, teams are going to look to improve their roster. And, you know, everybody's talking about four quarterbacks could go in the top five and all of this. San Francisco that made the move up, so either way it goes, they're looking to get whoever. You know what I'm saying? Whoever, one of the top four quarterbacks, they happy with getting one of them. They're not getting Trevor Lawrence. We already know that, unless the Jags do something at draft day to surprise everybody, kind of like what Cleveland did a few years ago when they didn't get Sam Darnold when he was projected to be number one, and they got Baker Mayfield. But I don't see that happening. And as far as Washington goes, a lot of people are talking about trading up. Some people are talking about trading up to get their QB. A lot of people want us to get a first round QB. And then you had some that want us to stay at 19 and get like a Darashaw or the Joker. I've heard a lot of different scenarios. Devontae Smith. But if Washington trades up, it's only one option. And hear me out when I say this. There's only one trade up option for Washington that makes sense. What move could you trade up to if you're the Washington football team that could make you closer to a contender than where we are right now? Which we're knocking on the door, excuse me, of being a contender. But what move could do that? I can tell you what move that could do that. That could make Washington an instant contender. If you want to trade up, there's only one player you trade up for in this draft. I mean, if you need a quarterback, you could trade up. But look at Washington's situation here. We got a serviceable offensive line. And if we don't trade up, we could stay at 19 and we could get our left tackle. Or we could stay at 19 and we could get our linebacker. We know this. Ron Rivera knows this. But what's the trade up scenario? It's only one. And that's Kyle Pitts. He's the guy that can transformate this football team. You got to think. You got a quarterback. You got three quarterbacks. So is it an emergency to so why would you trade up? You got three quarterbacks on roster. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Taylor Heinicke, Kyle Allen. Ron Rivera loves Kyle Allen. Scott Turner loves Taylor Heinicke. And Ron Fitzpatrick is a veteran that I think this is the best roster that he's had right now, even without Kyle Pitts. I think this roster is better than that Jet roster. And it might even be just as good as that Tampa roster, if not better. Especially from a defensive standpoint. So who would make our team instantly better on a trade up? Of course, Kyle Pitts. Just think about it. You got Terry McLaurin. You got Curtis Samuel. You got Antonio Gibson. You got J.D. McKissick. You got Logan Thomas. Now you drop Kyle Pitts in there, along with Fitzmagic, then that automatically switches everything. It switches everything. Because a lot of people are already saying, Curtis Samuel takes a lot of pressure off of Terry McLaurin just bringing Samuels. But could you imagine, you trade up to that fourth spot? Detroit, who's that? Detroit or Atlanta? One of those two. What do y'all want? Y'all want our first? Y'all want our 2/3? Y'all want our first and our second? Our second next year? What do you guys want for us to get that spot? Not trading players, but trading draft capital. What player would y'all want for us to get to that spot? If Washington trades up, that's the guy I want. You trade up, you get the best player in the draft. The best player in the draft isn't going first, second, or third. But the best player in the draft could go fourth or fifth. And if I was Washington, I would aggressively go up for that. With this division, with the moves that the Giants made, and with Dallas going back to a 4-3 defense, They're going to be better with Dak coming back. What's the wild card? Kyle Pitts. Because you don't want Kyle Pitts to end up in. Like I was watching Louis T. and he's talking about spillage. You definitely wouldn't want Dallas to get Kyle Pitts. It spills to Philadelphia or it spills to the Giants because all of those teams picked before us. So I say Kyle Pitts makes the most sense on a trade up if we were to trade up. But if we stay where we are, it's cool. But hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and hell to the football team.